So if you guys don't know, on Friday in San Diego, there was a live show. We rented a venue in San Diego next to TwitchCon. We sold tickets, sold out tickets. Everyone showed up, and then people in the community did all the parody songs we've done over the years in the community, and it was awesome. It was incredible. It was unreal. It was so talented. Just a really, 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 really fun and good time. But a bunch of crazy things happened I want to tell you about. Anyway, it was extremely, extremely awesome. Here I have some photos that I can show you. So this is a gift they got me. Everyone who worked on it signed this cool thing that I'm going to put in the back. I'm going to install it in the background of the stream. This is the part where Houdat and Evan Gao came out dressed in cult robes. What terrible timing.
We are the 3 wise men of the atriarch cult.
And then set up a balloons playing station.
No, I don't. It's balloons.
And then made me play balloons in front of the whole crowd while they played Papathon songs. I had no idea about any of this going in. Just try to understand that from my POV. A little background, okay, before we just jump into this. They approached me, the atriarchy, the ACLU Discord, the community, ostensibly led by Ask Storyteller and Drop Spindle, but they have how many people? They had this idea to do a live show because they're all incredibly talented and they wanted to do it. And basically, if I would help support it financially, I didn't have to do any of the work. And that's the best thing for me. So just to be clear, before I go into any and all of this stories, I did nothing for it outside of pay for it. So anyway, I drive down to San Diego and I don't know exactly what to expect. I mean, we've had some meetings where they've just like confirmed some budget things with me and confirmed the venue, but I don't know what to expect. And I'm driving down. Thankfully, if you guys watched the dating stream with Rachel and Blur.
I will say that when he had this date, I remember he came into my room afterwards and I was playing League of Legends.
I drove down with Rachel, which is good because she's also, I mean, she watches the Clips channel, but she's not deep in the community. And it was good to have an outsider perspective to go with me and also from like my real world friends. Basically, so someone else can verify this was real. And so I kept thinking like no one of like my friends in Arizona or whatever are gonna truly believe me about what this was, especially as time puts it all in the distance. Like it's gonna sound like I'm exaggerating or making it up or whatever. Or like my old NVIDIA coworkers. It's so strange because that was only like 2 years ago. I can't imagine telling someone there that this happened. It's so wild. It's so wild. Rachel is a really incredible person to be friends with. She, even if you just meet her, will just tell you the truth about things and how she's feeling and all that. And because she is open to being honest about something like that, it makes you be more open. And then the conversation is more, it's just better. But I'm not like that. Like if I'm talking to someone, I will give like, you know, how you doing? I'm good. So that was nice. So it's a good conversation. We're going down there and we're also talking about how surreal this whole event is. And then I get there and I meet everybody working on the event and they're all hard at work and they're building out this fucking sick venue. So the venue is like during the day, it's like a WeWork. And then at night, it's like we rented the whole thing out. So I get there while it's still a WeWork. And it's like 3/4 of all the people running around are like glizzy, glizzy, glizzy. And then like, you know, 1/4 of the people in there are like on their laptops. Like, what the fuck is going on? But what's funny is like, everyone's saying hi to me and everyone's like, you know, super glad you're here. But they're all really focused and really busy. Even though we had these pre-meetings, I kind of showed up and thought it would be way more scuffed. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's a streamer thing. I thought it was going to be really scuffed and I would have to like, get up on camera and like keep things moving and tell some jokes. I don't know. I just thought I would have to do more. And they have like planned it down to the minute and done like 15 hours of rehearsals. So they're all busy. I don't know how to help. This is like, they're like, it's getting down to the wire. And one of the things I did to make it more fun was I had the idea of flying out Evan Gao and Houdat. And none of us three have anything to do. Me, Evan Gao, and Houdat. So I'm like, let's just vibe. I got him an Airbnb. I'll just like, you know what? Let's go get you checked in. And so we drive, Rachel's there too. And we drive to the Airbnb to go check him in. And on the way, I'm trying to do the Rachel thing. Like, you know, because I found it to be so refreshing. And I'm like, I need to be less closed off. So I'm like trying to like ask Hudat and Evan Gao about their lives, you know, and just be like totally open, like just like non-judgy, like what's going on. I'm hearing all their stuff, you know? Parasocial Shut the fuck up, Hudat. It was kind of cool. I got to hear more about their actual lives and what's going on, what struggles they're facing right now. And then I fuck over everybody in our car because I'm like, anyone hungers? Are we hungry? Everyone's like, yeah, super hungry. And I'm like, all right. Well, there's this cool like food court. I'm seeing on the map. There's like a cool food court with a bunch of different places. We can go there on the way. And we get there and it's not a food court. It's a fucking ghost kitchen. It's one squat little building that has like 19 fucking places out of the back. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's order from here. Everyone's looking through it and they order whatever. And then I'm looking through the whole menu and I'm like, this all looks kind of gross. I don't want any of it. So all of their food arrives and I don't have any food. And they're like, aren't you going to eat? And I'm like, nah, I think I'll just get something at the food truck back at the the venue. And then they're like, wait, what food truck? I forgot they didn't know there was a food truck coming. Hudat, what'd you get? I don't think it was slop. The burger was yummer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. He got a burger. Anyway, we get back and the food truck's there. And I'm like, yes, yummers, after they already ate. And the food truck is a taco truck / hot dog truck. I don't have glizzy hands. Yeah. Now, the thing is, I eat tacos all the fucking time. I eat tacos almost every fucking day. I'm always having tacos. So I'm like stuck. I don't want to order another taco, but I don't want to order a fucking hot dog because of the environment. So unfortunately, because I'm very hungry and I don't want to eat a taco, I end up getting the hot dog. At which point, as you can imagine, everyone makes a big fucking deal of it. Everybody makes a huge fucking deal of it. And the truck is right next to all the line and everybody waiting to get in. They haven't let anybody in yet. So everybody's there. And this is all the attendees. Yeah, something like this. You know, there's a lot of people. And they're all in front of the taco truck and they see me eat the hot dog and they start cheering. And then I take a bite, which Rachel caught on camera. And everybody fucking starts saying glizzy. This is in the real world. Everybody I just take one bite in the corner and everyone's going, glizzy. And then I posted up at the entrance and just started saying hey to people as they come in and shaking hands and signing things and taking pictures. And again, how do I say this? Obviously the glizzy thing is whatever. What I mean is I assumed when I was driving down, like everyone's going to be normal and fun, but there's going to be a few people who are, I don't know, going to take it too far or, I don't know, harass me in some way. And it wasn't going to be a problem, but I was like, all right, I just got to be ready. I got to be ready. I promise you, everyone was chill. Every single person there was chill. They were all so nice. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I'll talk about this later, but this is a very motivating weekend for me. It was very, very, very motivating. And I don't know how to say that in a better way. It just like, it reminded me of all of the weird good parts of whatever this is. And how incredibly rare and like lucky it is it all came together. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is this moment, right? So this moment right here.
Your glizzy finger. Let me hear you. Now I think it's time you shed the Ponzi scheme iceberg.
Okay. So I was like right here. I was like right near the front and people started jumping around me and it was, I teleported out of my brain. You flip them off the whole time. Yeah, I did do middle fingers the whole song. But anyway, afterwards, they're planning to all go to Denny's. We were going to go to Chili's, but Chili's was closed. So we go to Denny's for a little after performance. Everyone eats food and talks about the show and all that, right? Go to Denny's. And so I am driving back to Los Angeles the same night. And I'm already tired. Because I've been jumping up and down and screaming the songs the whole time. Oh, wait! Fucking crazy. That's crazy. That shit is crazy. Oh, dude, I forgot. So halfway through the show, Braden Carlisle brings me on stage for a magic show, and worth watching, worth checking out. He puts a fucking card in my mouth, goes in for a kiss, and like switches the cards.
Atrioc, did you feel anything? Yeah, I do. Do you know what we call that in the magic world? The magic moment. Yeah, yeah. And my, yeah. All right. Your card in your mouth, my card in my mouth, Atrioc. My mouth, your card. I know! But that's only impressive if Atrioc opens up that card. It's my card in his mouth!
And then he also stole my wallet and my watch. So it all goes well. All goes well, right? It's all over. We go to the Denny's. I drop Houdat and Neg Neg off because I decided I also have to take Rachel back. Me and Rachel are going back to LA that night. And it's already like, midnight, 1 a.m. or whatever. We got to go back. And I got a 2.5 hour drive. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to call it here. Goodbye to everybody. I'm going to drop Houdat and Neg Neg off at the Denny's. And then we're going to start driving. We drop them off. We start driving. I find out later that they didn't end up going to Denny's. They went to an Airbnb and ordered food, which means I just left Houdat and Neg Neg by themselves at a Denny's. I'm not sorry, not Neg Neg. Sorry. Houdat and Evan Gao. Sorry, Houdat and Evan Gao. Because I don't think they were in the group chat, so they didn't even know that everything was going to the. I kind of cooked them on food twice. I met Librarian. Wait, I didn't even mention that part. He's in chat. I met Librarian in person. I got to meet Librarian, unmask the Librarian. So I got to meet the Librarian. It was funny. So there was like people asking for pictures, right? In like a line asking for pictures. And he was asking for a picture and he's coming up. And I don't know how it came about. I think Evan Gao knew who he was. So Evan Gao was near us and was like talking to him. They had connected or something. And then he was like, yeah, Librarian. I was like, wait, you're Librarian? And then I took his phone and I tossed it away onto a couch. And I said, I want a picture with you, bro. And then so I took the photo with my phone and then I tweeted it. His wife was just off camera. Yeah, this is the guy with the wife. His wife was just off camera. You didn't see her, but she was there for sure. So I dropped off at Denny's. I'm driving back with Rachel, and we're talking about how everything happened. We're talking about the craziness of it, and we're also continuing our conversation from the ride down. Just some deep shit. And at one point, I'm telling Rachel, some like, I don't know, some shit about like life that I'm like working through and thinking on. I'm like, we're having a deep conversation. I'm like and like in the middle of it, we hear a helicopter. And it's like it's getting louder and louder. And I'm like, and she's like, what's that? And I have no idea. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just still talking. I'm like, why are you even interrupting me? I'm telling you something serious. And then we hear, boom! The back right tire of my car explodes at 1 a.m. on the freeway. Just explodes, bro. Again, by the way, when I got in the car and I started driving, I was already so tired because it's the full day. We did this full day. I don't even know that it's popped yet. I mean, I know that I heard a big sound, but I haven't had a tire pop ever in my life. I don't know exactly what happened. And you can just feel the car's a little different, sitting a little different, but it's still rolling. I'm still driving down the freeway. I'm still doing 60. You know what? I'm still going down. She's like, what was that? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you think the tire popped? And she's like, I don't know. Then my auto lock brake starts going on. It's like blinking. Then we get a huge wave of burnt rubber smell. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the tire. So I start pulling over, but I don't want to pull over in the pitch dark. There's not even like a lot of lights in the middle of the freeway. So I'm like trying to get to an exit. So we drive another mile on 3 tires. I get to an exit and I pull over and get off on the side of the road onto the gravel. And I get out of the car and I look at it and it's this. I got a picture for you. Dude, it's fucking bad. That shit is gone. been. So I call AAA and I'm like, hey, I know it's fucking super late at night in the middle of nowhere. I need help. I have a spare. Thank God I have a spare. I check. I have a spare. Thank God. Okay. Because they say if you don't have a spare, it's a guaranteed tow. You can get your car tomorrow. They give me the little app and they're like, all right, we're on our way. And it says estimated time of arrival, 84 minutes. It's just me and Rachel sitting there on the side of the road. And we're barely out of San Diego. So this guy comes out. I was sitting there just kind of miserable. Because I was like, I still got to drive. It's so tired. I'm probably going to have to get an Uber, a 2-hour Uber back to LA, and then come back and get my car. I thought it was going to be whatever. Okay, I thought it was going to be fucking miserable. But it was like a worst case estimate. He gets there in like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Not so bad. Industrial jacks up the car. Switches out the thing. No big deal. It's great. Okay? But then he tells me when you're driving away, the spare, don't go over 50 miles per hour. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't help. So now I have to drive 50 miles per hour in the dark. So I'm the guy in the far right lane going old person speed. So people are honking at me and flashing their lights at me. Rachel can confirm. They kept coming up behind me and going, flashing lights and honk, going. I'm driving like an unk the whole fucking way back. So we don't get home, I don't know, until super fucking late. Also, I'll say this, even when I was sitting on the side of the road in the dark, in the actual dark, under no light, I tried to turn off the hazards because the blinking sound was too annoying for me. And Rachel was like, what the fuck are you doing? I survived. The whole point is I survived, all right? We survived. We made it out. And that was the journey of San Diego and the show and the popathon of the tire.